Hello, Mr. Chauhan.
Hello, Puneet. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. So I look forward to your next episode of the history program.
Sure, Mr. Chauhan. So, welcome to my show, Valor is Wisdom. My name is Puneet Singh Mehra, and today I'm here with our special guest, Mr. Jay Chauhan, who is the author of Love in the Empire. So, today, again, I'm going to tell you a untold history which was buried for a long period of time. Most of the people know about the word Gurkha, but no one knows the meaning of Gurkha. So let me tell you one small, understandable meaning of Gurkha. One of the Parsis hero of India, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw said, if a person is saying that he is not afraid of dying, either he is lying or either he is a Gurkha. So this is the meaning of Gurkha. Today I'm going to tell you about this valor of one of the soldier, Lachiman Gurung. So Lachiman Gurung was born on December 30, 1917 in Nepal. Then afterwards he applied for the Indian army, but he got rejected due to his height. Lachiman Gurung's height was only 4 foot and 11 inch. But when the World War II started, Indian army recruited Lachiram Gurung and he created a biggest history in this world. So this history is about one Gurkha soldier who fought against 200 Japanese soldiers in World War II. So what happened when Lachiram Gurung was recruited in Indian Army? He served under the 8th Gurkha Rifle. So when World War II started, his regiment was deployed in Burma under the leadership of Brigadier in 89 Indian Brigade. So what happened in May 12, 1945, Lachiram Gurung and his army established a camp in Burma. And before in May 9, 1945, Japanese soldiers attacked on the troops at night and killed every one of them. But this time, it's not going to happen because this time Lachiram Gurung was there. And Lachiram Gurung was waiting for every Japanese soldier. So what happened on May 12, 1945, when most of the men are sleeping at night, Lachiram Gurung was on guard duty. And at night, around 200 Japanese soldiers tried to make their way to Tongdong. To do so, they first need to pass through Lachiram Gurung. The Japanese soldier, they threw a grenade on Lachiram Gurung. So what he did, at first, the grenade landed on the edge of his trench, where he jumped up, grabbed it, and threw it back with a satisfying boom. Then the second grenade also landed in the trench, where again Lachiram Gurung returned that one too. And the third grenade landed outside his trench. Lachiram Gurung launched forward, picked it up. As he was about to throw it back, it exploded. During this explosion, Lachiram Gurung lost his finger. His hand was completely shattered. He lost one eye. He was severely wounded by this grenade. But as Gurkha, Lachiram Gurung didn't give up. So what Lachiram Gurung did, he took out his kukri knife, stuck it in front of his trench, and yelled at his enemies and promising them that today none of them would pass this kukri knife. And Lachiram Gurung shot so bravely to all the Japanese soldiers, and he even used the war cry of a Gurkha, which we say, Jai Ma Kali, Ayo Gurkhali. And Gurkha was a big devotee of Lord Goddess Kali. And he yelled at all the Japanese soldiers and he said, come and fight with a Gurkha. So bravely. He lost one of his eyes and hand. So what he did, he loaded his rifle with his left hand. And it's not an easy task. Why? Because that time it was a standard issued bolt action rifle which was designed only for the right-handed. Despite his wound, he fired at a point blank range and attacked every Japanese. He reload, he attack, and he repeat. He reload, he attack, and he repeat. The process going on for 4 hours. Lachiram Gurung was completely exhausted. He was in shock, lots of blood loss. But Lachiram Gurung didn't let a single Japanese soldier in World War II cross the kukri night. And when the rescue team arrived to help Lachiram Gurung, they were completely shocked because in that battle, around 87 Japanese soldiers were lying around the Lachiram Gurung trench. And most of the Japanese soldiers were run away from Lachiram Gurung. So this is the valor of a Gurkha, Lachiram Gurung. And afterwards, Lachiram Gurung also awarded as the Britain's highest military award, Victoria Cross. Then he served for the Indian Army, and later he got retired. So this is the one more valor which we all forgetting about a Gurkha soldier. In World War II, if you see the contribution, the Indian Army is the second highest contribution voluntary, who fought against Germans, Italians, and Japanese. So this is one more history which was buried for a long period of time. And even the Adolf Hitler said that if he has an army of Gurkha soldiers, he would conquer the entire world. So this is the valor of a Gurkha soldier. And never underestimate the power of Gurkha, and especially Hinduism, or we can say Sanatan, because Gurkha is Sanatan Dharma. So this is one more story where a single-handed Gurkha soldier fought with 200 Japanese soldiers. So Mr. Chauhan, what do you think about that part of history?
Puneet, I'm really inspired that you have dug out the history that I did not know, and there are many chapters of that history that I'm delighted to learn from you. I'm inspired by the story of the Gurkhas. So I just want to tell you my perspective of what you pointed out. So I want to give a perspective to the audience and to you as well. That very, very important that in the British Empire was built, in my view, with the huge support of the Indian troops actually. They commanded the troops. The Gurkha Sikh regiments supported the British commanders in many parts of the world. The British Empire literally built on the efforts of the Indian soldiers, both inside India and outside India. But Britain has never showed gratitude for what they've done. In fact, when in the recent years, when they tried to apply to be residents of England, that they had rejected. But there was one British actress who really supported the effort, and finally they allowed the Gurkhas to stay in England. So I think the Gurkha story is a powerful story of Hinduism as well, because these people came from Nepal, where there is Hinduism. It's one of the few countries in the world which the entire population is Hindu. India, for example, is not entirely Hindu population because many religions have been accommodated in the Indian subcontinent, including Muslim religion, where there are millions of large population of Muslims live there. Christians live in the South India, and the Gurkhas are the traditional Hindu. So it is the world perception of Hinduism, they are weak people. The weak people who can be walked over in the history by outsiders coming into the India. This is not the case, and Gurkha is a very good example. But the only mistake, Puneet, we have done as Indian people in our history, and we've lost 1,000 years of history because of the reason that Gurkha, when they were commanded by the British Army, they fought fearlessly with the sense of loyalty. And
Yes,
what has happened that we have not been able to come together as people in India and say that let's have our troops fight for us. In the princely states of India, we conquered one after another one with the use of the Indian sepoys by the British who came to India. So 1617, I think James of England wrote to the Jahangir of India and asked for trading rights. So the British came and they traded. They created the British East India Company, even had the Indian soldiers supporting them. And contrary to their agreement of 1617 that they will come for trading, using Indian soldiers, they invaded Delhi and took it over in 1857. In 1859, they handed over the command of Delhi in India to the British Parliament and the Queen. So I think our story, it is important for your generation to see that. I'm really inspired, Puneet, that you have dug out the history. But I think your generation listening to us in India should recognize that it's now our time to recognize that we owe loyalty to each other first of all. And we shouldn't be fighting for the people. India should have a strong army as it does have with nuclear weapons today. And we need to control the borders and not let the people from outsiders govern our country as the British did from 1857 to 1947. So they impoverished the country and it became a laughing stock of the world. And the reason why we've raised problems today that Indian people are the second-class citizens after the black people who were enslaved in history, and we were colonized by the British and subjugated in psychologically, not just economically. So we need to come out of their psychology and inspire the young people that we need to industrialize India, protect the country, and show our sense of loyalty to our own country first by uniting each other within the country so that we can rise up again and show our past history and the glory, just like Lakshman Guru did.
Lachiman.
Yes, Lakshman Guru did in fighting as a one-man army against all the 200 Japanese soldiers. So that was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope that this message inspires our audience, and we'll be doing this program regularly, and we look forward to comments from everybody. Please subscribe to the channel below called Valor and Wisdom. And thank you for listening to the program.
Sure, Mr. Chan. And to every one of my viewers, is one more truth which was hidden for a long period of time, is that they think that the US won the World War II, which is a completely wrong. It was the Indian troops who won the World War II and even World War I, because of the three special regiments, the Gurkha, the Rajputana, and the Sikh regiment, who fought so courageously, and today they don't have their name. But we're going to open every part of the history which was buried for a long period of time. And to every 1.35 billion Indians in India and across the globe, remember who you are, know your history, learn your history, keep your heads high, never bow down your head. You're the most biggest and the fastest and the strongest people in the world. It's just you all are sleeping. Remember, even the Bhagavad Gita says that Hinduism, Sanatan, you're the son of lions. Wake up. That's all I just want to say.
I want to just add to that one, actually. It's very important, actually, that those people who are British and Europeans have to hear this part of the history. Because the way the history has been written, actually, that in the documentaries, the written history, the monuments, the museums have never, in the British museums in London, shown the valor and the tenacity and the support of the Indian people in the First World War, the Second World War, and the support to help the British conquer the empire with 60 countries around the world that they ruled. Yes. And that support was a huge support. It's the biggest voluntary army in the history. That the Second World War, it began with a small number, but knowing that the British were fighting the right side against the Nazi Germany, the Indians had volunteered 2.5 million volunteers and supported with arms, is supported with soldiers, and supported with financial support. In the support that was received was absolutely out of proportion to their cause of the British cause, which was supported by the Indians in the Second World War. But I think the British have forgotten that and never shown the gratitude for that either, actually. When it came to giving independence back to India, when Gandhiji was asking for it in the 1940s, and Churchill said that the leadership of India were the men of straw. I think if he was alive today, he would have understood that what India has accomplished from poverty that was brought down to that level to today in 2020, India is now nearly about the fourth economic power with nuclear ability and the space ability that can go around the Mars. So that's where India is back again and revived the glory it had for 1,500 years. Pleasure talking to you, Puneet. And I hope that your listeners listen to this story and dig out the Indian history to give pride and joy to the Indian people to accomplish the next step of their lives in the history of the world.
Sure, Mr. Sean. And remember your history. Thank you, Mr. Sean. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Take care.
See you.